Now, Amy, you said something very important a few moments ago, and I'm glad you used this term. You used the term "my mortgage practice."
Right.
I mean, so when I hear the term practice, I think of doctors, I think of lawyers, I think of financial planners, CPAs. I'm so glad that you used the term "my mortgage practice," which means this is your profession. I mean, this is what you've done for 28 years. You're an expert at it, and you run this like a business. And one of the questions I wrote down here on my pad was, what's really your unique selling proposition versus other loan officers that are out there? And this is one of them right here. That you run it like a business.
And the way that we approach that is that when I talk to somebody, I'm not asking them straight out, what's your income, what do you have for assets? What I'm looking at in my conversation, in my interview with a potential client, if you will, is how is this mortgage going to fit into their overall financial strategy?
Right? Yeah.
Does it or doesn't it make sense? And I tell people all the time when they call to get pre-approved, there are two answers. What can I get you for a mortgage? So mathematically, for what will you qualify? But more importantly, what can you pay for?
Right.
Right. So I can tell you, I can give you approval for a $500,000 mortgage, but that might yield a mortgage payment that is so far out of your comfort zone that it doesn't matter what you can get qualified for. So what you really need to look at when you're talking to a potential borrower is what their overall financial strategy is. Are they looking to stay in the property for 2 years, 5 years, 20 years? Do they or don't they have children? If they have young children, have they set up a college plan?
I'm so glad you're saying this, Amy, because one of the fads out there right now is people going on the internet and applying for loans to a company they may have no knowledge of. They don't even know where the company is. They hear they can get a good rate or $200 closing costs or some kind of crazy stuff. They're not asking them these questions. They're not finding out whether or not the mortgage really fits the borrower's needs. They're not finding out whether or not it's a smart financial investment for the person or asking questions about how long you're going to be in the property. I mean, this is the prime reason why somebody should be using you for their mortgage.
And this is your biggest, likely, right, for most people, their biggest financial investment of their lifetime.
Sure it is. Yeah.
So to make the decision about what lender to use because somebody is $200 cheaper or 1/8% lower in rate
Crazy.
is not a wise financial decision.